position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And he's got it. Got to get to the sticks. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive, coming out, set the tone. They get stopped on 3rd down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. And make him think about running the football in the future.
There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick completion to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Complete downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. There he goes. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably, has ever seen a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level.
Wide open on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Trying to set up the screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Dropped the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. Throwing right. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Offense gets set for second down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. It's Craver. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Setting up the screen. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. The throw to the outside is complete. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Still on his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Looking for space to the left. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The offense really...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Quickly to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 45 on his way. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Quarterback will keep it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Softened him up with the run, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Sooners! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the wheel route, he's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to catch.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Reed. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he can even get going.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by speed.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, you can tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to forget.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Makes the catch, it's Prime. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock.
Turning it on! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Dampier. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Owens. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Right back to the well. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And you got to feel great if you're this offense. You made so many plays in so many different ways to get this win.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.